Welcome to the Dollars and Cents Podcast with Wes the Economist and Jonathan the Conspiracy Theorist, coming to you live from the Wave Beach Realty Studios in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Call us today at 843-957-3872.
The holidays are almost here, so it's time to get your financial picture wrapped up so you can have a great Christmas and a happy new year. Reach out to me at coachwestc@gmail.com to get some financial coaching.
Are you looking to buy a home in North or South Carolina? You need to reach out to Wave Beach Realty today. We are a family-owned company with over 10 years of experience in North and South Carolina and operate along the Grand Strand. Give us a call today at 843-957-3872. That's 843-957-3872. Hey guys, don't forget we go live every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 94.5 as well as 106.7, or you can stream us live at talkradiomb.com. This segment is sponsored by Bobby Clary State Farm. Call 843-438-6000. Bobby Clary State Farm, here to help life go right. 'Tis the season, boys and girls. It is Christmas time.
Christmas time.
The weather.
What's your favorite part? What do you look forward to?
Time off work and being around my family. It's just I don't know. I just feel like people are in a better mood this time of year.
Yeah,
you know, it's like there's like a 2-week break where people are just genuine humans, even if they're not like religious or they're celebrating. Like you have like everybody that celebrates Christmas for those reasons. You have people that it's just because of the traditions and everything surrounding Christmas. People are in it's just like a good mood.
Yeah.
Where like people aren't mad or fighting about stuff for a couple weeks. Everybody's just happy.
Yeah.
You know, it seems, and so you know everything's decorated nicely. It's just a relaxed couple weeks. It's cold out. You know. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, our weather is so bipolar. It might be 65, 70.
One time when I was in college, I was at my parents' house on Christmas Eve in shorts and a tank top.
Yeah.
It was so hot. And 1 year later, I was out back. My dad had a boat full of water, and it was frozen solid.
Yeah, it's you never know what you're going to get on Christmas or around here in Myrtle Beach. That's for sure. I've had some cold Christmases. I've had some where there's been ice storms, and then I've had it where I'm out running around at 75 and sunny like it's the middle of March or something. You just never know. You just never know.
But you're right. The whole atmosphere, it's just people are different. Most people. I mean, and I've noticed over the years that not as much as it used to be. I mean, 30 years ago, everybody was just relaxed and everything slowed down. And now it's almost sometimes it's like chaos. But you're right. Most people are in a better mood.
Yeah, it just seems like, you're coming up on the end of the year. It's like usually because there's like most people have New Year's off and you have Christmas. It's like you have like this nice window of like right before Christmas all the way to New Year's where there's not too much going on, and it's like not all about work and it's just like about everybody's with their family, hanging out, enjoying a little bit of time off, and it's just a more relaxed feel. And I just enjoy that time of the year. It just feels like I feel like I get a mental break. I get I'm around my family more. It's just nice. Everything's decorated all nicely. It's just like a calming. It's literally just like a break from reality.
Yeah.
So I just enjoy Christmas time. I enjoy, being with my family and just hanging out, laughing, and giving some people some gifts, and just celebrating everything, and it's just a good time. I enjoy it. It's a nice, like I said, it's just a nice break.
It is. I've always enjoyed this time of year. It's Thanksgiving to Christmas. I've always enjoyed.
Yep.
And I always tried to make sure for my kids that Christmas didn't overlay on Thanksgiving. We would put our tree up after Thanksgiving was done.
Yep.
The day, it may have been Thanksgiving night or the next day.
Yeah.
But I just kind of wanted to get through Thanksgiving and give that time the proper place of being thankful for what God's given us.
Yep.
But then I definitely loved the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
But at this point, I almost believe that I see just so many people who like Halloween as much as they do Christmas. All the decorations and everything. It's like
I know. I mean, people in my neighborhood, they decorate for every holiday. I feel like it's like from Easter to Christmas. It's decorated. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, but you're right. I mean, especially in my neighborhood, it's crazy the Halloween decorations that go on. But I mean, on my street, you should see. I don't hold a flame to these people that have decorated for Christmas. I mean, there's some homes that went all out in my neighborhood. It's wild. I drive in there, and I'm like blinded as I'm going around a corner at night because it's so many lights going off. But
I remember the house, the guy who first developed the music sync. Mm-hmm. It was to what's it called, the Wizards of Winter, from how do you say it?
Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Yeah, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. He took the song, and he actually was an engineer, and he designed this light system to make lights flash. Now you can just go on eBay or whatever, go on Amazon and buy the kit.
Yeah.
But he was the first one. He literally did it from scratch.
Have you ever seen
on his own?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
I have not. I heard it's a great show.
I went once. It'll blow your mind. Just the light syncing with them playing the music. I mean, it's a show. Yeah. It's worth going once. Everybody should go see them one time. That is awesome. Anyway.
Yeah, so he was in this. I mean, this was like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Before it was a big deal, and he was by himself doing it. He programmed everything on a computer.
Right.
And so that was amazing. Like I said, now you can just buy the kit.
Yeah.
But back then that was a pretty big deal. So. Yeah. But my grandparents used to decorate their house. We had this old Santa Claus. They had this old Santa Claus with the reindeer kind of thing. My granddad would climb up on the house and stick it up, and just remember we had a great time of year.
Yep.
Now, once you get older, you hear all the stories from your parents about what really was going on that time.
Right.
It's like, wait, that happened?
Yeah.
I mean, one time my brother told me this. My parents didn't tell me this. I guess one time, my dad's side of the family were fighting about something. So we literally were on the way to the Christmas party for that side of the family, and somebody was there he didn't like, so he just kept driving and didn't stop.
That's hilarious.
Somebody he was fighting with in family.
Oh, that's something my dad would have done. That's hilarious. That's too funny.
My dad was something else. He was, but he was not much of a Christmas spirit guy. I'll never forget.
Neither was mine.
We always had to buy the presents for my mom from him. He wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I remember when I went off to college, I came home for Christmas one time, and hadn't had any hadn't really talked to him about what he was getting mom, and literally this man who he mellowed in his years, but when I came in, he had bought her perfume and all she liked, and he had wrapped them, and he could tell he'd never wrapped a present in his life. But I was really touched that he went finally after in his 50s, he finally did something nice for his
That's so wife. Funny. Yeah, I don't think my dad to this day has ever wrapped a Christmas present. He's how old is he now? He was born in 55, so he's 67, I think. 67, 68, and he's never wrapped a present in his life. So, yeah, we'll see if he softens over the next few years. I tell
my kids, I said, you don't know who your granddaddy was, because they think it's an old man who was nice to them and gave them everything they wanted.
Right.
My dad was well, honestly, he was an alcoholic and mean when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Just two different worlds.
Yeah.
Of course, I heard my granddaddy was the same way. My granddaddy, when I knew him, he was rough around the edges and all, but I heard before I was born, he stopped drinking. And before that, he used to do some evil stuff.
Really? Oh, man. Yeah.
I guess age will do it to you.
Yeah, I guess you've got to soften up eventually.
Yeah. So, but that's a few of my memories. What memories do you have of Christmas?
Well, I definitely remember growing up, we always used to, after Thanksgiving night, we would put the tree up in our living room, and we had like this tree. It was a fake tree, but it was a pretty nice one. Once it was put together, it was nice. It was nice and fluffy, and you wouldn't know it was a fake tree just looking at it. And we have to go. I'd have to go shuffle it down from the attic. We had a staircase that went upstairs, and we had an actual walk-in attic, so it wasn't like a pull down. So thank God I could just walk up the stairs, get it, and then I'd like push it down the stairs, which I'm sure my mom hated when it landed hit the hardwood floors. But we'd put that up on Thanksgiving, and then we always went to my. On New Year's Eve, which we still do this, on my mom's side of the family, we go to my aunt and uncle's house, and we all just hang out as like a whole family. And then usually on Christmas Day, it's just like me and my immediate family. But that's a tradition we still do. We usually go on Christmas Eve, we go to my aunt and uncle's house, and my grandparents are there, and the whole family, and we all just get together, eat dinner, exchange a couple gifts, nothing crazy, and then we just do our own things on Christmas Day. Now my parents are divorced, so now I'll have Christmas morning with my mom. I'll probably see my dad later that afternoon, and then I'm sure now that I have a girlfriend again, I got to do something with her family, so I'm sure I'll have to see them that evening.
Have to do something with her family?
Well, I like her family. We were just at a wedding this past weekend in Elizabethtown.
I think I saw the picture. For some reason, she's popping up on my Facebook feed as somebody I want a friend, and she don't know who. She's met me one time, so I don't want to say.
Yeah.
But I noticed
she knows who you are now. So
I noticed that every time it pops up, there's a different picture of you two together at some.
She's a picture girl. She loves a good picture. So we just took Christmas photos yesterday.
Oh, so I'll see that one soon.
Oh, you'll see that soon, I promise. Yeah, I don't like to change my photos and put a lot on Facebook. She's a little younger than me. That's kind of her thing. I don't have a problem with it. I just don't put like a ton of photos. I change my Facebook profile photo like once every 2 years typically.
That's about me. And, and I don't even put a picture of myself. It's got some picture from Corn Island.
There you go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, you'll see. Just stay tuned. You'll see some more photo tags of me for our Christmas photos. But yeah, so I mean, I enjoy the Christmas time. But I would say just like putting the tree up, with my family and going to my aunt and uncles and just hanging out and being around family and just forgetting about all the stresses of life, and which growing up, the stresses of life growing up compared to what my stresses of life are now are totally different.
Yeah, really.
But just being around the family and just taking a break from everything, being out from school and just finally seeing a little bit of cold weather and hanging out with my friends and during the Christmas break and playing my little video games at home because Saturday I have some free time and I used to work a lot too. My dad made sure I worked. Even at a young age. As soon as I could get a job, I had a job. But I'd have a little bit of break off from the job around Christmas time when I wasn't stocking shelves. So there's a lot of good memories. What about you?
Yeah, obviously at this point, most of my memories are about my kids and what we did. I know one thing I always liked about Christmas Eve because I used to be in the ministry, so I'd be at Christmas Eve service and coming home from that, we'd always open one present on Christmas Eve and the rest on Christmas morning, which was opposite of what my family did. We opened everything on Christmas Eve, and Santa came on Christmas morning. And none of that was wrapped. So I did things completely different with my kids. But we'd read part of the Christmas story and then open one present. But then they'd go to bed. Mm-hmm. And something about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night on Christmas Eve, and up till about after midnight. Usually I stay up 12:30 or 1 on Christmas Eve. It's just so peaceful. Something about that time of year, and especially if it's a little nip in the air outside. I'd walk outside. Usually I lived in Columbia, and the skies were clear. I just always remember it being the most peaceful time of the year. Yeah. Thinking about that.
Yeah, it's extremely peaceful. Yeah, that's what I look forward to. It's just, it's like this peace just comes over me this time of year where it's just like a lot of the stuff that stresses me out on a daily basis just doesn't matter. Yeah. And so a lot of the stuff you take for granted during the hustle and bustle of the year, you can take a step back and just be thankful for what you have. And, I thoroughly enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to this Christmas and, many more, hopefully.
Yeah, many more. Yeah. Kids, one day, you keep telling me. Eventually down the line somewhere.
Kids one day for sure. I'm getting into my 30s now. I got to start figuring that out probably in the next. I don't want to be like 40 having my first kid.
It changes. It changes a lot. I actually we're going over tomorrow to a friend's house who's 40. I think his wife's a little younger than her. Probably about the same difference as you and your girlfriend. They just had their first child.
Oh, nice. So, and she's 40?
And I think she's 38. He's like 42. 43.
Okay.
So, but the first kid. So
oh wow!
It's been fun being part of their life.
I bet. And
seeing the because I think when you're in your 20s and maybe early 30s when you have your kids, you don't know as much about life.
Right.
So you're not scared as much. When you're 40, I think it kind of makes you look at things differently. And
I'm sure. I mean, I look at stuff differently in my 30s than I did in my 20s. I can't imagine 40.
So. But once you get to my age, you think about Christmas, you think about what the kids did, and I don't know how y'all open presents, but we actually had to had to break the tradition from my family again because Christmas night you just open your presents, everybody's opening it once.
Yeah.
So things flying everywhere, nobody sees what anybody got. So I mean, my kids open one at a time.
Yeah.
So they could enjoy it, and also it made it last longer.
Yep.
The other big tradition I had on Christmas that I always enjoyed is that after we get through the presents and everything calmed down a little bit, I would cook a huge Christmas breakfast, meal. I mean, I had grits, eggs, sausage, bacon, biscuits, gravy.
Oh, now I'm getting hungry.
Hash browns, pancakes or waffle. I mean, I literally had this like Shoney's.
I remember Shoney's. Oh,
Shoney's buffet going.
Yeah.
So, and chicken nuggets. I always had chicken nuggets on that morning.
That's random, but I love a good chicken nugget.
Shoney's used to have them.
Oh, okay. I don't think I ever ate their chicken nuggets. I remember going to Shoney's as a kid. I don't think they have any. Are they even still in? I think they still have them. They're just not around. There might be one in Myrtle Beach and on the south end, but I remember going to Shoney's a lot as a kid. But my mom does the same thing on Christmas Day. She used to cook like a big. Now she knows I love biscuits and gravy, so she'll cook me like biscuits and gravy and do like eggs, bacon, sausage. So I'll definitely have that on Christmas morning. So I do look forward to that. I love some biscuits and gravy. She makes it with like the spicy salt. Oh, I'm getting hungry.
Getting hungry already?
Spicy sausage, yep. When life gets unpredictable, turn to a partner you can trust. At Bobby Clary State Farm, we've got you covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we're dedicated to providing personalized coverage that fits your needs. With our friendly and knowledgeable team, navigating your insurance options have never been easier. Visit BobbyClary.com or call 843-438-6000. Bobby Clary State Farm, here to help life go right. Are you looking to buy a property in North or South Carolina and need financing assistance? Give Motto Mortgage Coastal Pros a call today. We specialize in residential loans in both North and South Carolina and can meet all your residential home loan needs. Give us a call today at 843-957-3872. That's 843-957-3872.
If you like the economics part of the show, then check out my podcast, Econ Sense. You can find it on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts.
You're listening to the Dollars and Cents Radio Show with Jonathan Edmond and Wes the Economist. Don't forget to send us your topics and feedback at dollarscentsgs@gmail.com.
This segment brought to you by Eisenhower Dental. Reach out to them at 843-234-3110. I don't think I've tried spicy gravy.
Well, it's just you use spicy sausage.
Oh, okay.
You still make the gravy, you just use spicy, like a spicy
Oh,
sausage.
that does sound good.
Oh, it's good. I love spicy stuff in general, but it's good, yeah.
So is there a breakfast place? I guess Waffle House is open when we leave here.
That'll be about it that you get breakfast. Yeah, now, the one place in North Myrtle Beach, Plantation Pancake House, it opens at like 10 o'clock at night, and it's open all the way through breakfast.
Oh,
I used to go there late at night sometimes. I go there at like midnight. Oh. I'd go out and hang out with some friends, and then we'd be like, let's go by Plantation Pancake House. And now they may have stopped doing it after COVID. I think it still opens late and stays open till the morning. They may have stopped it, but for the longest time they would open at like 10 o'clock.
I don't think they got much business at like 3 or 4 a.m.
I had been there at 1 or 2 before, and they had not a ton of people, but there'd be like a handful of people in there.
So, do you have any movies that you like to watch every year? Any of the Christmas movies?
The old one of the old Frosty movies was on last night, and I had that
was it
on.
Really?
Yeah, I like watching the original Grinch, and even the Jim Carrey remake, the actual live action one. What else do I like watching? The Christmas Story. Yep, watch that.
Put your eye out, kid.
Yeah. Oh, the National Lampoon, the one I told you I'm going to go
Christmas
see.
Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. I'm going to watch that probably 2 or 3 times this year. It's already been on a few times. I haven't watched it yet because I knew I was going to be seeing it in the re-release in Conway at the theater. But but I'll probably end up watching it twice.
The Santa Claus.
At least. The Santa Claus is a good one. Yep. The Santa Claus is a good one.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Tim Allen.
I love that one.
That's a good one.
I love that scene there. It's not Shoney's. What is that place? They go Denny's. And the guy's got a burnt hand, and then they had blown up their turkey.
Yeah,
they had the Japanese corporation there on a corporate.
yeah. Those are good movies. What else do I like to watch around Christmas? I like all the old like claymation.
Yeah, we're
movies.
talking about claymation.
Yeah, I love all those, like all the old Rudolphs and the Winter Miser.
Before I was born.
I know, but they stay around. Some of those shows. That's what I love about like older stuff like that can stand the test of time, and people will still watch it to this day. But yeah, they're on all season now, so I'll like pop. I'm always checking in the evenings on my YouTube TV to see if one of them's playing.
I turned one on the night on Amazon Prime, but Kelsey Grammer. I don't know if you know who Kelsey Grammer is.
I know who Kelsey Grammer is. Yeah,
he's in one called The 12 Days of Christmas or something.
Yeah,
and it's basically like a mini Groundhog Day. Santa Claus gives him 12 days to relive. He dies on Christmas Eve, and so Santa grants him 12 more days, and he keeps living the same day over and again, trying to get it right.
Oh,
so
nice! That's funny. I don't think I've seen that one though.
I think it's brand new. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been in a few things. He's been in a couple Christian movies here lately.
Yeah.
It's really shocked me. Yeah. One of them was it was one Angel Studios put out of somebody. So I was kind of shocked, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
One I used to watch as a kid a lot. It was called Jingle All the Way with
I like that one. I've got a copy of that one.
That's a fun. I had that on on VHS, and that was a good one watching growing up. That was a funny movie. I liked that one a lot. I haven't watched it in years, but
I watched it last year. That one and this it literally has a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's called Surviving Christmas with Ben Affleck.
Okay.
But it's got the guy from Sopranos in it.
James Gandolfini. The guy who plays Tony.
He plays the father.
I love him.
Yeah, I did. That's one reason. I mean, Affleck's okay in some movies. This one he's really cheesy in.
Yeah.
But I love that guy from Sopranos. He's hilarious.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the mother is the mother from Home Alone.
Oh, wow. I can't think of her name, but I know you're talking
she's
about.
been in a lot of Christmas movies.
Yeah,
this
she
one's
has.
a completely different character than
I'll have
the
to
one
check
out
that out. I'll have to check that out.
Again, it's like literally when it came up the other day on Prime or something, it literally had a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's pretty bad.
There's one movie I watched. I think it's called Four Christmases, and it's
the one with
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
and
like
I think
that.
Jennifer Aniston plays his wife.
Not Jennifer Aniston. What's the girl's name?
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, she played in that movie when the movie about Doctor Who died with the guy who plays Hulk, Buffalo.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo's in it. She plays in that one.
I can't think of her name.
Can't think of her name either.
Yeah, but anyway, that's a fun because they go to like his dad's side, his mom's, because they're all
they get
divorced.
caught on camera not being able to go service help the kids.
Yeah. So that's a classic one. I like that. That one. The first time I saw that one, I was like, oh, this is a funny one. I like this. Yeah, that's a good one. I love Vince Vaughn. He cracks me up.
I've got one I like him a lot. I think when I first saw him, he was in a couple of vulgar movies, and I don't get into those kind of movies.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
But the stuff he's done lately. Did you watch Bad Monkey by chance?
No,
on Apple. He's the one. He's in that on Apple
you told
TV.
me about that. I've got to watch that. I do have to watch that.
It's really good.
Okay.
I'm on the last episode now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Vince Vaughn's he's always in his comedies he always plays like the same character.
Yeah.
Like
he's in a Christmas movie. Fred Claus. Have you seen that one? He plays Santa Claus's brother.
I don't think I saw that one. I think I know what movie you're talking about, but I don't think.
I'm pretty sure
I don't think
him.
I don't think I actually watched that one. But I've watched a lot of his movies.
He has that same.
He's the
demeanor.
same. Yeah, every movie he plays like, and it works perfect in all the roles he plays.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
So I was trying to call it IMDb.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, but I'm a big fan of him. I'm trying to think of other Christmas movies that I like. I mean, there's some good ones out there. There's really some good ones.
The Home Alone ones.
The Home Alone ones. Yeah,
that's one of the ones. Home Alone 2. Sometimes I like better than the first one.
I would tell you, Home Alone 3 is actually kind of underrated. They don't use Macaulay Culkin in that one.
Yeah, I saw that one.
It's underrated.
Chasing the
It's like a microchip. There's like a microchip that was accidentally like smuggled in it, and they're trying to catch it. It's kind of funny. It's a different twist on the Home Alones, and I watched it a lot growing up, and I always thought it was pretty good. I'm trying to think what else. You might want to let the wife know you're alive.
She knows I'm recording. I don't know why she thinks.
If I didn't respond to her for a couple hours, she'd think I was dead too. So,
Fred Clark. Yeah, Fred Clark. Yeah, Vince Vaughn.
Okay.
And I can never say his name though. Paul.
Giamatti.
Yeah,
Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti's in it.
Oh, there was a TV show, really good crime show he was in that he was like the lead guy, and it was I can't think of the name of it right now.
Billionaires.
I don't think it was that. There's another one, but I like him. He's a good actor.
He was in The Illusionist as the cop.
That's right. That's right. The Illusionist is a great movie.
John Michael Higgins is in this one. Elizabeth Banks.
Oh wow.
Who was the
good
other?
Little cast.
Ludacris is in it.
Oh, not Luda.
There was another big name. Oh, Kevin Spacey. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, Kevin Spacey.
He kind of fall for grace there.
Well, yeah,
he did this one before all his perverted stuff came out.
Yeah, or whatever he was doing. Yeah,
but the movie was pretty good. I mean, it's a different take on Santa Claus and but he does a good job.
Yeah,
Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah, he cracks me up, man. He is one of my favorites for sure.
So that's definitely one of our traditions, watching movies this time. At least mine.
Yeah.
Sue doesn't enjoy a lot of movies. She's more of a get up and go person. I'm one of those people.
Okay.
I work my butt off and I work hard so I can get done so I can rest a second.
Yeah, I get that. I'm more of I'm kind of a homebody because I have to recharge, man. I'm around people all day, so like sometimes when I get home, the last thing I want to do is go back out and and just like be. I'm the same way. I have to recharge my social battery. Yeah.
She gets up at 5:15 in the morning. And she doesn't stop till by 9:30 at night. And she never stops.
It's what's so funny about her though is she's so like tender-hearted and soft-spoken and quiet and like it's like you would think she was just like chill all the time. I wouldn't guess that she's like all over the place because maybe she's just like that around other people. Maybe when she's in her own element, she turns the switch on.
Interesting sometimes, but
well, you might want to. I need you to elaborate on interesting.
What is she just? She can be
you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah,
but no, she knows it. I see all sides of her. Everybody else doesn't because people will be like, "Oh, she can never be irritating."
Yeah,
oh, sure.
Everybody can. Everybody can be irritating.
But
she's got to be the one that kind of runs the household. Then.
Oh no, I definitely run the household.
Do you? All right, I'm going to ask her and see what she says.
Oh, yeah, she'll tell you too.
Yeah?
But you got to remember, I'm also a control freak.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Do you allow Bryn to drive you around?
Physically drive me around?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I don't let anybody drive my car, one, period. I just don't trust people behind the wheel of my car. And secondly, I do like being in control when it comes to that, for sure.
Well, I noticed that about a lot of men today is I noticed that their wives or girlfriends drive them around, and I'm just like,
no, I don't do that. Now, if what would be beneficial to me, like if when I'm super busy and dealing with a lot of clients and showing, sometimes I wish I had somebody driving me around to showings so I could work and do stuff on the laptop and make calls in between. That would help me because I wouldn't stress out as much because I could be able to do what I need to do. Yeah. But as far as just like going somewhere and letting somebody else drive, never.
$150,000 a year, I'll do it for you.
I can't afford a chauffeur, buddy. Can't afford a chauffeur.
I run. I mean, I'm the main one who cooks. I'm the one who buys all the groceries. I tell you, I'm the one who handles all the finances, obviously.
Well, you're a financial coach, yeah.
No, I'm not saying she doesn't do it. She does a lot too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean,
right.
She makes sure the house. She keeps our house clean. We got 2 cats, and you walked in like.
Oh yeah, I would have never known because I'm highly allergic to cats.
Yeah,
and I didn't even have a sniffle when I walked in there.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So actually, when you left, she was very proud of that.
Good.
She likes.
Well, good. I'm glad I brought that up. That I walked in and would have never known you had cats.
Yeah. So she's very clean. So we trade off, but definitely doesn't. I wouldn't say she runs the household now.
Got it. Okay. All right.
But and that's how I raised my kids, and I would say all their wives are thankful for that.
Yeah,
because my kids are very much not the type to sit around. Now, one of my sons, I have seen his wife drive him around, and that kind of. But that's okay. That's a different generation.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but nobody drive. I mean, I'm definitely like a more dominant person in the relationship as far as like being like, the more not pushy. I don't know what the word is. Just like the more in control of everything. Some things I'll kind of lax on. I'm not a big cook, so I'm fine letting somebody else do the cooking. Cleaning, I clean, but I don't enjoy it, so I'm fine.
I'm fine if I have to. She loves to clean. So
yeah, some people do. Some people literally just love keeping things extremely clean.
She was going to take a part-time, just try to get a part-time gig. I think she may even asked you if you ever anybody.
I do.
Did she ask you, or was that somebody else?
She didn't ask me, but you said something about it, but she never asked me.
Oh, she would love to.
Yeah, listen. I'm turning one of my rental properties into an Airbnb. I'm going to need a consistent cleaner, and I haven't found one yet, so I gotta do that anyway.
I might ask him. Depends on what it is, though.
It's just like it's a 1-bedroom condo.
She's so busy. I don't have time.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
But she likes to do it.
Yeah, that's so funny.
She loves to clean.
Yeah,
I think she's like, I need to clean this. I'm like, you cleaned it 2 days ago. Let a month go by.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you don't enjoy cleaning, to have somebody that will just do that is
it's
takes
great.
A lot off the plate because it's not enjoyable to clean.
So, but I drove her crazy like at Christmas time. Going back to Christmas traditions, I had 3 kids.
Yep.
So we got presents for them. To make sure none of them knew that none of them were my favorite. They all had to have the same number of presents under the tree, and it drove her crazy because she finds something last minute that Jacob would like.
Yeah,
that's great, but we got to find something. It's just one present. I'm like, nope.
Yeah,
we're going to make sure because my oldest son always tells the other ones I'm the favorite. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah, me and my sister do that all the time.
Do you really?
Oh, my mom changed her for the first time, and I couldn't tell you how long because she doesn't see my sister as much. So my sister gets a little more attention, which is fine. I'm really self-sufficient. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not like, I want to be mom's favorite. Whatever. I don't care. I love them both. It's fine. But my mom changed her profile photo of a photo of me and her on Thanksgiving, and my sister made a big comment on Facebook about it, and I was like, look how the roles have changed. I was like, you're no longer number one. So I got to give her crap about that all the time. But
my older son does the same thing.
But I will tell you, if I had to be honest, my sister is definitely my mom's favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
I worked very hard to make sure that none of my kids felt like.
And I don't actually feel it in a bad way. I just think my mom, because she doesn't see her as much and she lives so far away that she has to be it's a little different.
Yeah.
If my sister lived here, it'd be different.
My older brother was my mom and dad's favorite.
Yeah.
All the way through my life. But I knew it. I could tell.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want my kids to know.
Growing up, it wasn't like that.
The funny thing about having 3 kids is I've been closer to one of them for all these years, but it's always a different one in different cycles.
Okay. Yeah.
Up until the last week, I've been closest to my New Zealand son.
Okay.
And literally over the last 10 days, I don't know what's happened, but my other two sons have just reached out to me and confided in me and done stuff that they haven't done in a decade.
Right.
So right now, all three of my sons and I have a great relationship for the first time in probably a decade.
Well, that's good.
And again, it's not that we've had bad relations.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this time
they're living in different places. Stuff. They got their own stuff going on. I get it.
But even then, even though when I was closer to Jacob for the last couple of years, he's not my favorite. I mean, it's just I've just tried to do that because I have been in situations unlike what you're talking about. You're a kid and you know what's going on, but I literally I'll tell you. I think I told you a story one time. I had a family where the two younger ones would have emotional issues from how they treated the oldest one as their favorite.
Yeah.
And how they felt unsafe around the older one. He was actually violent. And I brought it up one time, and that mother, I don't know if she spoke to me again.
Yeah.
Because it was a favorite.
Yeah.
And the other two could just go jump in a lake.
Right. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So yeah, you definitely. My mom
extreme. That was extreme. Not what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. My mom doesn't actually play favorites. My mom would never say she had a favorite. I just kind of joke that my sister's further away, and so her and my mom talk like every single day and FaceTime. And my mom, she's got my mom's first grandkid, so
that helps
I would say the grandkid's probably the favorite at this point. I think me and my sister are both chopped liver.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So let me not lie. Baby Reed, shout out to Reed, your first birthday, buddy. Maybe you'll come back and subscribe to the podcast next 10 years if we're still going. But yeah, so I think Reed is now the favorite.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we're tossed to the wayside now. We're old news.
Well, I hope everybody has a great Christmas.
Yes.
And I think on next podcast, it just come to my head, if you're okay with this, we're going to talk about a Christmas story.
Yeah.
That'd be all right?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Sounds good.
All right, guys.
Eisenhower Dental, located at 107 Waccamaw Medical Park Drive in Conway, a place where you can find all your dental services, including general dentistry, cosmetic, restorative, and pediatric dentistry. Reach out to them today at their website, eisenhowerdental.com, or call them at 843-234-3110, 843-234-3110, and tell them Wes the Economist sent you.
Thanks for listening to the Dollars and Cents Podcast with Jonathan the Conspiracy Theorist and Wes the Economist. Don't forget to send us your topics and give us feedback at dollarscentsgs@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram and X at dollarscentsgs. You can follow us on Facebook at Dollars and Cents. Listen to us on the podcast format at Dollars and Cents Podcast, and you can also find us on YouTube at the Dollars and Cents Podcast. Are you looking to buy a home in North or South Carolina? You need to reach out to Wave Beach Realty today. We are a family-owned company with over 10 years of experience in North and South Carolina and operate along the Grand Strand. Give us a call today at 843-957-3872. That's 843-957-3872.
The holidays are almost here, so it's time to get your financial picture wrapped up so you can have a great Christmas and a happy new year. Reach out to me at coachwestc@gmail.com to get some financial coaching.